What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Tennessee Soul Family show. Big Low, that's me. I'm here. How y'all guys doing? Today is Thursday, and I am out here. It is a very humid day out here. It's very humid. They're calling for rain tonight, but right now the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day out here. That's why I'm taking time to wrap it up here in my garden again today. That's what I'm dedicating this week to. This whole week has been dedicated to prepping gardens. I've been putting fishing back. I was gonna go today, but today I've said I'm not going. And so tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. But this video is about, I had a lot of people inboxing me, asking me about tomatoes. A lot of you guys live in places where you don't have a lot of dirt, a lot of ground. And to let you know, you don't have to have a lot of ground to grow a lot of ground to grow tomatoes. Tomatoes are very simple. So this video is to show you guys who are interested in whether you live in an apartment building. You can, if you don't have land, you can live anywhere. If you live in an apartment where you got asphalt outside with no dirt, you can do this right here, and you can have as many as you want. If you got a balcony, as long as you got access to the sun, which is sunlight, you can grow tomatoes. So that's what this video about. So to my moderators, Don Geiger, Tracy Howell Graves, and Tracy Atkins, we thank you guys for showing up. If you're not on, I know you'll be on a replay. And all our supporters, Tennessee Soul Food. This video is being cross-posted to Tennessee Soul Food, to the Soul Puppets, and of course to Soul Family. We appreciate all you guys' support, all you guys who send stars. All of that wind is rough right now. It just picked up when I got on, y'all. Yeah, to all you guys who support us in any kind of way, whether you're a silent watcher, but just in case you are a silent watcher, what I ask you to do is make sure that you SHARE our videos, share our videos, hit those love bubbles down there, and just say something, say hello, say hi. That way, you'll get notifications if you interact with your social media content creator. You'll get notification when we go live. So we appreciate it. But I'm gonna launch a poll real quick, man. I want to know how many of you guys like fresh tomatoes. I'm gonna see how many of you guys like tomatoes. So here a poll will be, I'm launching a poll. So if you live right now, you should have a question. It's just a yes or no question. Answer the question yes or no. Do you like fresh homegrown tomatoes? So that's what this video is about. And Christy, if y'all asking about Christy's in the house. She's getting ready to, she's still doing her hair and stuff. She's still prepping for vacation, doing her hair. So she's probably on a live. So Christy, how you doing? But I'm gonna show y'all something, guys. This right here is a 5-gallon bucket. Now you can get these buckets at Walmart, and I'm gonna use Walmart for my go-to place because everybody has a Walmart. Or if you don't have a Walmart, you live in a town that's not big enough for a Walmart, I know you have a dollar store, so you can do the same thing. This is a 5-gallon bucket. It's just a white bucket, food grade bucket. You can get them for $5. Matter of fact, this was $4.98 at Walmart. You can buy them. You can probably pick them at the dollar store. You can pick them at the Tractor Supply. You can pick those buckets up just about anywhere you want. But that's what you start with, 5-gallon bucket. I got 2 of them. And the reason why I'm doing this, y'all, because I bought a lot of tomatoes. And these are the ones I got left. Because, I built another trellis over there. I'll show you that one in a minute. And I actually put 6 more tomato plants on that. So altogether, I got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 18 tomato plants growing in the ground. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 more right here. So I'm going to take 2 of them and I'm going to put them in 5-gallon buckets to show you guys how you can grow your own tomatoes. If it's just you, if it's you and your husband, if it's you and your children, a couple of tomato plants are yield enough tomatoes for you guys to eat, during the summertime. And so these right here, again, came from Walmart. And if you live in an area where you can get a local nursery, then you can probably get them cheaper. But at Walmart, these are like $5 a piece. And so being that you just going to do 1 or 2, that's not expensive. This is the inexpensive way to do it. Besides doing all this trellis and, going all out like the way I did. You don't have to do that just to have some simple tomatoes. Get you a 5-gallon bucket, go to Walmart, or go to a nursery somewhere and buy you a tomato plant. And these are Better Boy tomatoes. And you got various different ones. You pick whichever one you want. And if you want the Tom Toms, we call them, I guess you can call them cherry tomatoes. They got different varieties of those, but these are better boys. Now there's two types of tomatoes that that you can grow. You got the kind that grow in a bush, and you got the kind that grows on a vine. There is a proper name for it, but I won't confuse you with that. Just know that you got one now. Some of y'all probably know what it is. I have to Google it because I got it in my mind. But the ones that grow on a vine, they will yield tomatoes even after you pick them. They will still yield tomatoes. Okay, you put them you put them up here. Those are the kind that I have grown up on these trellis right here. They'll grow as high as you. Sometimes they'll grow 8 to 10 feet. But when you pick them, they'll still grow back. The other kind that you can grow, they grow in the bush. Those are a variety of tomatoes that grow in the bush. And once you pick them, they don't grow back. They yield one tomato, one yield of tomatoes. And after you pick them, they won't grow back. I like these right here, the kind that you can grow on a vine because you could always pick them and they grow back. So that's what I'm doing right here. These are better boys. I like the better boys because they are plump. They can get up to a pound a piece. They're nice for sandwiches and nice for all that. So that's what we're going to do. So I got 6 of these. I'm going to use a couple of them. I'm putting in these buckets. So the first thing you will need is a bucket. Second thing you will need is a simple tomato plant. Now you can put 2 tomato plants in one bucket. Okay. I may do that. So after you get that, next thing you need is potting soil. So let me grab my potting soil real quick. Again, Walmart. You can even get potting soil at dollar store. But like I said, my go-to place is Walmart. This is garden soil. This was like less than $4. This was like $3.50 for a bag. Okay. You can get it. All you gotta do is add it to the bucket. So that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. So those are the 3 ingredients you need just to get started, basically. So $5 for the tomato plant. You got $5 for the bucket. That's $10. And you got $4 for the plant soil. Okay. Give me a sec. Hey, Tobias, go grab my other mic. I think this one's dead. Okay, y'all, I got a dead mic. So Tobias, he's out here. He's over here. Him and Mariah, they out here taking care of the puppies. So let me grab me another mic. I hope y'all can hear me just for a second. Holly Bush said, I've got sound. Well, I took my mic off, so I'm letting Tobias go back in and grab my other mic because I like talking with a mic because the wind is blowing out here and I don't like to be so loud. So give me a second. Let Tobias get my mic out of here. So while he's getting my mic, let me read some comments. The White Hat said it's back. Well, I appreciate it. Tamara Mother said it's good. I hate when I lose sound because some of y'all get the clicking off. But I took my mic off, but I'm going to get it back in a minute. Lalita Davis Collins said, hear you now. Well, I thank you. Everybody said they can hear me now. Hey, come here, boy. Come here. Come on. Come here, boy. I'm talking to my puppies. You know, I got these Dobermans. Come here. Come on. Mariah's playing when they don't want to come to me because Mariah's over there. Let me go grab one real quick. Yes, they are. Gave him a treat. Y'all meet Rusty.
It's not, his name is not Rusty.
This is Rusty. Mariah calls him Chocolate Milk. This is one of the, he's gotten big, isn't he? They are 6 weeks old. The mail lady just come by. She gave him a little doggy treat.
Yeah, like she did.
But he's already eaten a while ago. We just fed him.
Yeah.
So he don't want his treat. Every time the mail lady comes by, they always drop off these little milky bones to the pups. They've been doing it for years. But this is Rusty. Mariah named him Chocolate Milk.
I don't want
This is my dog, y'all. So he's not going to be adopted out. They're 6 weeks old. You see he's getting big, isn't he?
Yeah.
His name is say, hi, Rusty. That's what I call him Rusty. Mariah calls him Chocolate Milk. Say hi.
No, Dad.
Here you go. Take him.
I don't call him Chocolate Milk anymore.
All right, so let me mic back up real quick, y'all. And then we'll finish doing what we was doing. Because I got to have my mic on because I know this wind going to pick up. So, yes, if y'all want to adopt some dogs, I'm going to put them back up here this evening. I'm going to take pictures of them because they are ready to be adopted out. So, let me cut my mic on. Give me a second. All right, can you guys hear me better? That wind is blowing. I'm trying to keep that wind buff down. So can you guys still hear me? Hope you guys can still hear me. All right, y'all, let's get back started again. So this is the bucket, and this is the potting soil. This is what I got from Walmart. I'm just gonna simply put this now. You don't have to fill this bucket up. You don't have to. You can if you want to. But you can buy a couple of these to fill it up if you want to. So we're just going to put the potting soil in the bucket. And for those of y'all who just joining in, this is how you can grow you a tomato plant if you live in an apartment, or if you may have a lot of land. You just may not want to go out here and do a bunch of digging. You just may want to set some on your front porch. This is how you do it, in an inexpensive way. And of course, y'all can see this thing is going to fill up this bucket. So matter of fact, I'm not even going to use all of it. You see that? That's potting soil. I'm going to fill it all the way up. Whoa. So y'all see that? Y'all see that? One bag fills up, and I really didn't even use all of it, and I wasted a lot. So one bag of this potting soil is plenty for a 5-gallon bucket. Y'all see that? So I made a mess over here. You know, I got OCD. So that's it right there. Now, I'm going to show y'all, it's not a secret, but I'm going to give y'all a tip. Because a lot of y'all will probably say, well, what about fertilizer? I do have a bag of fertilizer, but I'm going to tell you what I do when I put them in a 5-gallon bucket. Boom. See that? Now, this is sardines with Louisiana hot sauce, because this is the only one I have. But if you buy the sardines, this is a cheap can of sardines. You can get them at Walmart again. Get the can just in the water. Okay, now the hot sauce won't hurt it. This is all I had in the house, because these is what I eat. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take the sardines out, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of this plant. Okay, this is going to feed these plants. This is that sardine will break down, and that sardine has a lot of nutrients that tomato plant needs. It has a lot of stuff. So this is one of the tips that I say. You put a can of sardines in the bottom. When you dig that hole to put that plant in, you put you some sardines, and you put that tomato plant on top of it, and you cover it up. That will give that tomato plant a strong beginning. And when those roots come through this dirt, this sardines will feed it. Trust me. If I would grow one without the sardines, which you'll do fine if you plant them without sardines. Trust me. But if I could show you the difference, you have some bigger, vibrant plants with a can of sardines. Sardines, and of course, y'all know I fish, so when I put my cabbages, I actually put all that fish guts that y'all been seeing me cleaning. I use that fish and I put it in the ground. That's fertilizer. That's natural fertilizer. That's just a tip. Now, you don't have to do that, but that's a tip. That's a cheap way to start fertilizer if you don't want to use that. That's an organic fertilizer. You don't have to use the 10 or 20 stuff that I use. As the blend that you can buy. It's good to use that, but that's natural stuff. That's what I use. So here's what I'm gonna do, y'all. Cynthia Banks said, thanks for sharing. There you go. Gwen Taylor said you can use dry dog food. Yeah, you can use dog. Well, you know, compost is anything in the ground. You know, when you say compost, you're talking about food. You know, you have to eat food. Everything that's alive has to eat. Plants are alive, so they have to eat. So they suck nutrients out of the ground. That's what you call compost. So natural compost is in the ground. You know, you got birds, they mess on the ground. You got animals that die. So bones and any kind of flesh that's decayed, you know, wood, all of that's compost. But you can have natural compost. You can take all the food that you eat, leftovers, potatoes, carrots, all of your foods. You can use that and put it into your garden. That's food for plants too, because they like to eat just like you like to eat. So I love sardines, so I feed my plants sardines. So let's get to it. So that's the bucket. So this is just simple as this. Just take some dirt. And I done fill this up. I'm going to take some of this dirt and I'm going to dig a hole in it. That's all I'm going to do. Okay. That's all I'm doing, y'all. It's just that simple. And that soil is very moist. You see that potting soil, the thing now, a lot of you guys say, well, why don't you just go out and get some dirt off the ground? Yes, I could. I could take that tiller and I could till up some dirt and I can scoop that dirt and put it in here too and save myself $5. But the only thing about that is dirt from the ground has natural seeds in it. You know, God has a way that he's not going to let his world be grown without trees and grass. You can't kill it. And the soil naturally has grass seeds in it. So if you was to take that dirt from outside and put in here, you're probably going to be picking weeds out of it. This right here doesn't have any weeds in it because this is a lot of compost. And so you don't have to worry about seeds growing into it and grass growing out of it. So that's why I like to use that potting soil. So there you go. Now y'all see I got a pretty good hole dug in there. I just got a hole dug in there just deep enough to put this flowering in. So I'm going to pick one of my tallest plants. There you go. And when you buy these plants, they already got a lot of fertilizer in there. You just pick them out just like that right there. You see? So y'all see how these roots are growing. They already got roots growing around them. They already got fertilizer in them. So I'm just going to simply take this right here and I'm going to put it inside of here. But like I said, sardines, baby. We're going to open them up. Now these got hot sauce in them. And you saying them hot sauce gonna kill? No, it won't kill them. Matter of fact, I think they probably like the hot sauce. Matter of fact, I would drink this hot sauce, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna pour it out. I'll let the cats eat that. But I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take these sardines, y'all, and I'm gonna put them down off in here. Just like that right there. See that? Y'all see that? I put sardines right there. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this tomato plant and I'm going to set it right dead on top of it. And I'm going to cover it back up with dirt. Now, I got a lot of planting soil left. And I'm going to tell you another tip when you get ready to plant these tomatoes. The more of the root or the more of the stem that you put in the dirt, the stronger that tomato will be. And what I'm trying to say is, you take this right here. This is another tomato plant. And it's got plenty of dirt around the root. But if you plant this in your pot, you can fill that up. The more of that stem that you got in the dirt, all of that stem that's under the dirt, it'll get strong. It'll start to stretch. It'll get stronger. That'll make for a stronger tomato plant. That's even if you put them in the ground. Matter of fact, if I wasn't putting this in the bucket, I would shake all this dirt off of it and I would lay it flat like this. And I would fill this up, probably up to here with dirt and stick that tomato plant up. And all of that stem that's in the dirt, it'll start to grow and you can pick all these extra leaves off of it. That'll make your tomato real strong. Okay. That's just another tip. You don't have to do that. That's just a tip to make it stronger. So I'm going to take a lot of more extra dirt and I'm going to put on top of that tomato plant. I'm going to fill it on up. Just like this right here. You see that? That's a simple way for you to grow you a tomato. You can put this on your front porch. You can put it on your balcony. And the thing about it is, you can control the water in it. You can water it every day. You don't have to water every day. But that right there will grow up now. You need to get you something to hold that tomato plant up, because that's going to grow up. So you can get you you can go to Walmart again, and you can, they make these poles that you can stick here, but I got some for myself. So when I stick it there, I'm going to stick a pole down it to let it grow up it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I got a lot of them around here. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Felicia said, great tips. That is a great tip. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey, go grab me a tomato stick right outside the house real quick. Please. All right, y'all, I got me a tomato stick. A lot of you guys, you might not be able to find a stick like this, because I get these from a lumber yard. We get them real cheap. This is a 6 foot. So what I do, I take this. You don't have to stick it right down there beside the root, but you can just stick it in. It's like that right there. Now you see that? Now that right there will grow a tomato, and as it grows up, you just get you some tomato twine. And I got some, but this is just a piece of it. They make tomato twine. This is a piece that fell off the stick. But you can buy this at Walmart too. It comes in a roll, like a paper towel. It's about that big. You buy a roll of that, and you take it and you tie it off. You see, I've been using these sticks for years, so I got them tied on here. Here's another puppy. Come here, boy. This is my puppy. He still following me. This is one of the blues. This is a full-blooded Doberman. This is Tracy Atkins' dog. Tracy Atkins, this is yours. Y'all see how big he's gotten? They all running around the yard. They running around, they eating. This is a blue, rare Doberman. This is a blue. They rare. His mother is a half European, half American. And her great grandmother was a blue. So every time she has a litter, she spits out a blue. So he is not up for adoption, because Tracy Atkins, this is hers. He's going to be a pretty dog. These jokers be eating too. Here you go. Yeah. So there you go, y'all. That's how you can do it. So I'm going to take this one right here, because, I'm going to tell y'all something about Christy. Y'all know Christy loves green tomatoes, man. And I told Christy, my garden, where my tomatoes at, is not for her to be picking green tomatoes off of. Because every year when I grow tomatoes, her and a few people that I know, they like to come over here and they like to pick off my tomatoes. Because somebody said, do you ever plant green tomatoes? All tomatoes are green, baby. They start out green and then they turn red. So I told Christy, this garden is off limits to her green tomatoes. So these 6 right here, and I know you watching, Christy, these are your green tomatoes. The ones I put in these buckets, they are for you. I'm going to put them over here in full sun. You take care of them. When they turn green, you can pick them. And girl, you can have you some nice fried green tomatoes. So those are for Christy. So that's what I'm doing. Victor says she licking her tongue. But yeah, y'all, if y'all want to grow y'all a tomato, that's the basic thing. It doesn't cost a lot. I know a lot of y'all are older, you don't have the energy to be out here in the yard. Some of y'all are sick. You got things wrong with you that causes you not to be able to get out to do stuff like this. So a lot of people was writing me saying, man, I love tomatoes. Can you send me some tomatoes? Can you show me how to grow tomatoes? That is the simplest way you can do it. Just go to Walmart, okay? This is the whole setup right here. It doesn't cost much. And like I said, you can actually put 2 of these plants in here if you want to. You can put one on one side of the bucket, put another on the other side of the bucket. $5 for the bucket, $5 for the potting soil. 1 pack of potting soil fills up a whole bucket. Get you, you can go over there in the garden department. They got these, you don't buy the wood sticks, but they got these long green thin sticks. They're real cheap. Stick it in there. And all you got to do after that is water it. Another tip, Epsom salt. Epsom salt is good for tomato plants. If you got rose bushes, Epsom salt is good for it. I'm going to tell you something what Epsom salt does. I'm not talking about the Epsom salt you lay in the bathtub with. You can actually go to Walmart again in the garden section. They got big packs of Epsom salt. I get a big pack every year. And about every 2 weeks, I take Epsom salt just enough to put in my hand, and I put around the base of that tomato plant. And what that Epsom salt does, you know, Epsom salt is a natural mineral. What that Epsom salt does, it opens up the veins in those tomato plants. And just like how you got veins, the bigger your veins is, the more blood flow through it. So when that tomato plant starts sucking up water and nutrients from the ground, that Epsom salt makes the veins bigger. So the veins kind of go from this to this. And so when the veins are bigger, it's able to suck more moisture up, which gets into the fruit, which makes the fruit bigger, makes it more water, more juicier. Epsom salt. Every 2 weeks, get you some Epsom salt, put them just about a tablespoon, and just drop it around the base of that tomato plant. And that will make your tomato plants very red. It'll make them very juicy. They'll be bigger. So that's a tip. Put those sardines in the bottom of it. Get you some Epsom salt, and you can also use Miracle-Gro. A lot of people, they got tomato Miracle-Gro that you can put on them too. But that is the simplest way. Are you bringing the dog back over here? So that's it, y'all. Y'all see this? Tomato 101. It won't take you 15 minutes to do that. Get you a bucket. This is a $20 setup. And you can let it grow right outside on your porch. You can let it grow on your balcony. And you can have you some fresh tomatoes too. So this is Big Low, y'all. Thank y'all for Tennessee Soul family. I'm about to go finish doing some other things. Christy probably will be cooking tonight. She's in the house doing her hair. These puppies, again, we'll make another video soon. These puppies are ready to be adopted. A lot of y'all been inquiring about them. We got 8 of them left. This one is mine. Pretty blue eyes. That's Rusty. Say, hey, Rusty. They have a,
Bruce.
she said his name is Bruce. Well, we're going to call him Rusty. Come here, Mariah.
Bruce.
This is Mimi, y'all. Say hi. She's helping me take care of the doggies. There you go. Take Rusty back. So this has been another caption of Big Low's in the garden with Big Low. You're going to get plenty of that this year. And so take this information. Y'all make sure y'all share this video. Put it out there to somebody, because anybody, no matter where you live at, you can go use some tomatoes, man. So follow me, Big Low, for other gardening tips, because I'll be showing y'all later on how you can grow some cucumbers. I'm about to go over here and plant some watermelons. I got a lot of watermelons I'm going to plant, man. I got to put them on a mound. We're going to get us some big, nice, crimson watermelons this season. So this is springtime, baby. I'm excited. Fish is biting. The sun is shining, man. You know, April showers brings May flowers, baby. So we getting plenty of rain coming tonight. And this is just a season I like. I like spring. Everything is alive. Butterflies is out. The birds are singing, man. The sun is shining. It's a great time to be alive, baby. So y'all stay here, join. If you're not following Tennessee Soul family, y'all hit that button, follow. Make sure you share this video. This is Big Low. We'll see y'all back. Y'all go get y'all a bucket, get y'all some soil, get you some stuff, go get some tomatoes. There you go. And I'll see y'all later. Take it easy.